Hello and welcome to a Green Bean training session on one of the best tools available for the small business owners today. We know that you seek valuable ways to improve your business and we have one here. This is just one of the examples of the types of trainings we offer within our coaching programs. Our programs are designed for those serious about developing their business and who will be willing to invest at least 1 hour a week in a structured and results-oriented coaching format. It is a great resource for small business owners and entrepreneurs alike, but more about that later. Okay, in this mini-series today, we have discussed what you have to do to be long-term successful, the secret framework to business coaching that can guarantee you growth, and a simple yet effective behavioral technique. And today, we will discuss a tool that complements the last session. This is about how to proactively take charge of your lead generation using a great social networking tool. Now remember, it isn't just about getting prospects. Finding people who can connect you to prospects is just as powerful. But when we enter the world of social networking for business, we first need to overcome a few doubts, which I know some of you are thinking. Social media is a big buzzword right now, but it's an incredibly broad term, and statements like, as a business you must be on social media, are flying around. Depending on your tech savviness, this can seem exciting or daunting. But the truth is, the social media universe is still very young, and big and small businesses are trying to find out exactly how it can add value to their business. Now that question has to be answered, but on an individual business basis, and any strategy that you undertake has to be done correctly within your resources and with specific measurable outcomes, or it may end up costing you more than it's worth. However, that is not our goal today. So you don't have to worry about any of these worries that we've put up on the screen. I want to reassure you that for this short session, it isn't about a social media strategy for your business. No, this session is about you personally, you as an entrepreneur and small business owner, being on LinkedIn, as it is highly valuable to you and something that we believe no small business owner should overlook. Many of you will already be on LinkedIn, but are you using it at its full potential? This simple training will offer immediate value to any business owner, regardless of your tech savviness. So don't worry, and let's discuss exactly what we're going to focus on today. Okay, so in this session we will explain LinkedIn's golden rule to using it successfully. Then we're going to present the 3 ways to really gain as a personal user and develop 3 techniques for extracting value from LinkedIn. One of these for each of the 3 ways we present. Then we're going to finish this practical session with a great simple technique to supercharge your profile and response rate. As discussed in the last slide, this is not about creating a strategy for your business, so don't be worried about all those questions that go with creating such a strategy. This is simple stuff to implement for immediate gain. But conversely, in order to keep high value, we aren't going to do a step-by-step getting started tutorial. If you don't have a profile, you can still enjoy the session, but you will need to get more information elsewhere about getting started. We can help you with that. But this is more generic information too, so a simple Google search of getting started on LinkedIn will give you lots of step-by-step tutorials. But once you're set up, it is how you make it count. That is important, and that is what we're going to focus on now. Okay, this is taken from a recent LinkedIn market research report, and there are a couple of things to highlight. That right now, there are 175 million business professionals in LinkedIn, and that number is on target to double in the next few years. Also, a noteworthy point, last year 1.8 billion business leads were generated. If we estimate the average user base throughout 2011 is around 120 million, then that works out at 15 leads per user. But as you may expect, not even 80% of those users are fully optimized to receive business leads. Therefore, those that are spending just a little time supercharging the value of LinkedIn can see big personal gain and may be generating up to 75 leads a year, just from this free resource. The second part of the infographic helps to give evidence to the 3 ways LinkedIn is essential for business owners. 73% of users use it for networking, 70% for fostering their professional identity, 47% for following industry discussions, and 46% of users for maintaining industry expertise. So we can see it is just a super cool tool for small business owners to collaborate and meet strategic partners and connectors, increase professional presence and meet qualified prospects, or stay in touch with industry advancements and learn from peers. Why is it so good? Well, it's for professionals. You are a face and a CV, so it is more credible to enter a dialogue. There are many ways to interact. so you can gain presence without people even realizing it. And it has brilliant search capabilities, low cost, and the most important feature of LinkedIn is clearly demonstrated in this next infographic. This was made by TNS, a global market research company, and LinkedIn about the behavior on personal and professional networks, and it makes a clear distinction between personal networks like Facebook, which is the orange ones on the left, and professional like LinkedIn, which is the blue category. In blue we can see, again, people are there to maintain professional identity, make useful contacts and search for opportunities. Thus, they're willing to engage at a professional level, which is great for you as a business owner. But most importantly, and the reason that this is essential and so valuable, is the emotional level. People see LinkedIn as investing time to improve themselves in their career and business. Just above the blue speech bubble, perhaps harder to see, it explains the emotions of people using LinkedIn are for achievement, success and aspiration. So you are entering a place with people aspiring to do things, means they have very open minds, they're seeking successful connections, and that's in a networking forum just for professionals. And with this, there's a lot of information, past and present experiences available for each person. So there's no other place you will find such openness and eagerness to collaborate, to do business, and have access to such valuable information. So we must harness that potential. So here is the golden rule to doing that. Don't spam with advertisements, build relationships, and don't worry. Everyone is eager to collaborate and aspires to be successful. But that does not mean they want unsolicited spamming or direct sales. Don't do it, otherwise that will affect your reputation. That includes spamming a group with advertisements too. No, with a few tweaks to your message, you can change that advertisement into a value-add commentary, which will have better results. Be sure to check out our education-based marketing session for more about this. Instead, build relationships based on credibility, friendship, and trust. With good contract management, this can be done on a large scale too, and rather rapidly. Finally, don't worry. Building relationships is absolutely fine. Be open, say yes to invitations, put contact information on your LinkedIn profile, and don't be afraid to connect. Remember, people are there to do business, so connecting with a mutually beneficial region is a great way to connect, and the more you do it, the bigger your network and greater your LinkedIn reach. We need relationships. We need to exchange ideas and connect with people. They are key fundamentals to business development. So LinkedIn provides us with this opportunity, and we don't have to leave the comfort of our office either. So we now know the golden rule to LinkedIn success and the 3 ways to gain from LinkedIn. So let's take the first one, collaborating and meeting strategic partners, connectors or prospects. What do we mean by connectors? People who are not directly a prospect for business, but who can connect you with prospects. So the 3 main ways to interact are via direct mail on LinkedIn, via timelines and updates, and via groups. For this technique, we're going to use the direct mail and then follow it up by staying in people's minds using the timelines and the direct mail. Okay, so this is one of the easiest. Owning a small business, 2 incredibly important words for you are collaboration and leverage. It is extremely difficult as a small business to have good rapid growth without using collaborations or leverage. There are lots of great strategies which utilize these 2 magic words, like forming win-win partnerships, using referral techniques, or just increasing your Google page rank of your website. But this LinkedIn technique is about finding someone to start a collaboration to leverage. Here is how you do it. Firstly, you need to define who you are looking for exactly. I want to meet human resource managers in London. Then you need to do a search with that criteria. To do that, go to the top right-hand portion of the LinkedIn page where the search bar is and click on the advanced to the right. That should bring up you an advanced people search. This is where you want to add the criteria. So in this case, we want to add the keywords or the title human resources, and in the title, the manager, and in the location, we want to put London. Add that into the criteria and press go. Now that will give you a number of contacts related to that search. Now you can get more search results by upgrading to a business account, so that may be something worth considering. I think it is around $25 a month. But what that will give you 300 search results, not 100. And you can also save those results and use the profile organizer to organize them. That way you can categorize the contacts as hot, warm or cold leads, depending on their profile. And then over the subsequent weeks, you can reach out to all of these. There's also a bonus feature. It is that you can see who has reviewed your profile, which lets you know who has shown interest, which is great, as when you contact them, they will know who you are. Remember, if you do sign up for the business account, you can do it month to month. So you can just have it for a month, do all your searching and outreaching, and then downgrade to the free version, so you don't have to have it every single month. We suggest being open networkers too, shown by that circle symbol. We haven't found any real reason not to be, so worth it as you seem more approachable. So once we have done our search, we want to highlight our big fish, those we feel have the highest potential to help us. We would call them hot leads in the profile organizer. So once we're organized, we want to send them a personalized invitation to connect. To do that, we suggest giving them a compliment and a reason to connect, and we'll give you an example of that in the next slide. Just one thing, if the contact doesn't have a photo, then don't bother with them. They probably won't be checking or using LinkedIn much, or don't appreciate its value, so maybe won't have that openness to connect. So best stay away from those, as we don't want to dent your momentum with unanswered requests. So here is a simple yet effective example of a personalized invite to connect. Remember, ask and you will receive. Be proactive to meet the people we want. The first question is, how do we know, in this example, Stephanie? Well, if we don't know them, then the best way is to say you're connecting via a group, as it shows you have at least similar interests and it is the least directed of the options available. If you don't have a group in common, well, maybe worth looking at their profile for the groups they belong to and joining one. We want to present ourselves in the best possible light, so these small steps make a difference. Also, never send a generic invitation. It basically says, I value connecting so much with you that I don't feel it is worth spending just a few seconds sending a personalized note. So you don't really value it much then. Remember, the great thing about using leverage is that you can use a basic personalized template, so it literally takes seconds to do because you just use it again and again. Our example is here. It says, Hi Stephanie, nice to meet you. I noticed your profile while browsing the group and was impressed with your experience. I'm a biz owner in a similar industry and wondered if you would like to join LinkedIn networks, as there may be ways to collaborate or help with each other in the future. Here you can see we've given a compliment and we've also given a reason to connect. You will be impressed how many people agree to a personalized invitation with a compliment and a risk-free reason to join. We also have more template scripts and examples within the membership program to help you on this one too. So then you can choose your preferred way to connect with people. So once you have contacted, make sure you do something with them. You have an open ear, so if you call them, it is a warm call as they know you and have agreed to connect with you previously. So you're one step closer. If you don't feel comfortable with a warm call straight away, then send a rapport email. The goal of this email is simply to get them to respond with something thoughtful, as that means they know who you are. This is not about stalking, but building awareness and relationships. If they have said or posted something interesting, comment on it. It is simple and basic, but it builds a relationship, and when people are aware of you and you show interest in them, it is amazing what can come out of it. If you do this, connect, then rapport being commenting, direct mailing them on LinkedIn, or just sending out regular updates. When you do decide to call to set up a meeting, you will have a much more friendly response as they know you. This strategy takes a few minutes a day and can have great results in a relatively short time or longer time. It doesn't matter as long as you're keeping up the rapport. So have a little goal of how many people you want to be rapporting with, and this is a great way to grow your network long and short term. The next strategy is participating in LinkedIn groups. Can we be successful in business without talking to anyone? Well, it is difficult to do it alone. The more people we know, the more we leverage our contacts and make collaborations, the better chances we have, right? We can do this using groups. So first, choose a group where your prospects and strategic partners may hang out. You can have different types of groups. There's corporate alumni groups, industry, networking and professional discipline groups. Hundreds of thousands of different types on LinkedIn. Choose one on size because you want to have more exposure and activity. So the greater number of discussions and comments within the group, the better. Be sure to receive the daily digest email of your top 2 or 3 groups. So go to the settings page within the group and turn this on. You can have up to 50 different groups, and some people advise signing up to 50. But if you do this, learn how to turn off the daily email digests, or you will hate LinkedIn after about a month. And then agree to yourself to check your main 2 to 3 groups regularly every single day. Then this idea is like you are at a trade show. Imagine there are hundreds of people milling around, but when you find someone of interest, you normally break out and find somewhere quieter where you can go and talk more privately. This is the same idea with a LinkedIn group. When you have noticed someone interesting, try and take it offline or out of the group and more direct. We have lots of tools, but some tools to help you do this are your ability to privately message anyone active in the group. This is a great tool. Your ability also to click and see the members' activities, so you can read their older comments, things that have liked, etc. This is really helpful to give you ammunition to build rapport with them. And also don't forget, the fact that you're in the same group means that you have a shared interest. So all of this gives you a lot of information and ammunition to take someone from the trade show of a big group offline and create a private connection, which is brilliant for building trust and confidence with prospect and connectors. The next great thing about LinkedIn groups, which is important for developing within your industry, is getting in touch with peers. So again, choose an industry group or 2 and get involved. Ask questions and read responses. There is a lot of free information and useful information, and good ideas stem from these types of groups. Doing this, it may increase your motivation as you feel part of something bigger. And don't forget, you can help others too. So it's amazing what you can learn and share, so it's worth being a part of at least one good industry group. Now, once you start creating rapport with people, then people are going to check out your profile. So it is important that it is professional, attractive and interesting, as you want to impress. We have a few quick tips, but we also have a specific training on this one too. Make your headline simple and value-driven. You want people to understand it and understand why you are helpful. Think of having a professional photograph. They're not as expensive as you think and worth the money if you're going to be active. But it's also not just for LinkedIn, but to use in all of your personal profiles. A professional photo can add a lot. Link your website. People may want to find out more, and this is the perfect time to direct them to your website. Finally, use SlideShare to make your site more visible, especially for your designers or creatives out there. You may want to visually display your work, so using the SlideShare add-on feature allows you to upload photos and simple presentations that add more color and make your profiles more interesting. So once you have an attractive profile, we now want to make it number 1 in the LinkedIn searches. Where do you rank in a search for your target keyword? Here's how to do it. Firstly, what target keyword would you most like to have a high ranking in? For me, I have chosen business coach. So to see where I'm ranked, I type in business coach into the search bar and search in the people category. As you see, I'm in 6th position of 539,000 results in a competitive target keyword, as business coaches are meant to know these type of techniques. Now let's see where you rank. Press pause so you can run a search of your own in LinkedIn. How did you do? Were you on the front page? Were you very visible? Choose a broader keyword too to see how you compare with a higher reaching target word. Right, let's get you on the front page. But before we talk about how to improve your ranking, I wanted to show you what not to do. As I said, I'm placed 6 in my search for business coach. But actually above me, there are a number of profiles that have used mass repetition to boost their search position. Remember, search is just one of the ways people find you. So when they click through to look at you, they don't want a profile that is difficult to read with lots of repetition. Keeping a truthful, informative and easy to read profile is absolutely critical, or your profile may turn off more people than turn on. So try not to use mass repetition. No, you only need to put your target keyword in just 4 to 6 critical areas to boost you to the top of the rankings. So let's do that now with me. Go to edit your profile and just add your keyword in the following areas. You can go back later and make sure it reads a little bit better, but first let's see the improvement which will make a huge jump in your search rankings and have people contacting you when they search for your keyword. First, your keyword must appear in your headline and in your current position title, like my example shown on the slide. Also, I have personalized my LinkedIn URL, you can see down at the bottom of the page, and have added the keyword there. This is optional but useful, especially if you send out your LinkedIn URL often. A personalized one looks a lot better than a generic one. Just type "personalize my LinkedIn URL" into Google and you'll get lots of results of how to do this. Next, your target word needs to be added to some of the titles of your past experience. It doesn't have to be in every past title, after all that may not make sense, but it is important to have in at least one past experience, so be creative if needs be. You might also try to incorporate it in the body of the text of a past experience too. Then add it as a searchable skill for LinkedIn, like my example at the top of the page. Finally, also include it in your interests too, which is at the bottom of the page. As you can see, it doesn't overpower, but it boosts your search rankings. I also included a targeted word by converting the title of my link through to my website to my target word. Here you just go and edit the link and choose a personalized title instead of one of their standard choices, which I think are business website or personal website. And you can also add it as part of your activities. In school, as I was part of a business club and also worked as a student mentor or coach, I added business and coaching as part of my activities. Like I say, without affecting the usability of your profile, this is a great quick way to boost your search ranking and make you even more visible in the biggest professional networking tool in the world. How did you do? Put this on pause and see how you have improved your presence before you come back to us. Are you now on the front page? Great, well I hope you find yourself on the front page of your search. So we've just gone through ways to harness LinkedIn's potential. As you can see, this is a great tool to combine with the sourcing the leads for the I am 5 by 10 times more successful technique we spoke in the previous session. You don't need to be an expert on social media, nor have a social media corporate strategy to benefit enormously from LinkedIn's powerful professional network. Just follow our simple techniques, start slowly, but make a habit of it. Remember, consistently doing the little things right on LinkedIn will give you the results. So you need to form that habit. And this is something that we're recommending for all of our clients because everyone can gain from LinkedIn, whether you're finding potential prospects or making connections to leverage and collaborate. Our business coaching programs are designed specifically for small business owners and entrepreneurs to give support, clarity and direction, know-how and trainings in a structure that gets results. We have an e-coaching platform with unlimited access to all our sessions as well as one-to-one phone coaching with a professional business coach. With these, you'll have everything you need to change and grow your business without a large investment. We just must commit to yourselves at least 1 hour a week to working on developing your business, and we will supply you with the rest. I suggest trying out our program for 1 month for €1. There is no catch, it is fully cancelable with one click if you choose it's not for you. But here is how it works. On subscribing, you will have full access to all the sessions and we will send you a business audit questionnaire and set up a complimentary phone session where we will discuss your obstacles, goals and objectives. Together, we will then create your action plan, similar to the one here. It will state your goals, as you can see in the box in the top left of the plan, and also have a step-by-step program with the recommended sessions based on your needs. As you go through the plan, you check off once you have completed them. All the sessions are practical with worksheets and scripts to help you take what you learn and implement it right away. We also ask you for a specific time in the week you will dedicate to your personal development, top middle of the plan. Of course it is up to you, but having a specific time each week really helps people achieve and improve. During the course you will hear from us. We follow up asking how you're doing, record your progress and give you feedback and reminders, whatever it takes to see you develop. It is all about positive support. Why do we do this? Because it works. We know people need to have the path to get to where they want to go, and we want to show you that right path. Once you have your chosen path, then you choose your session from the member dashboard. The sessions are split into different modules: the success fundamentals, getting more prospects, getting more sales and income, or getting more organized. Every month we upload new sessions and interviews too. So from the member dashboard, click on the one you want. Download the worksheets and any PDF tip and examples associated, and then watch the session. During and afterwards, you'll be prompted to complete the worksheets that help you put what you have learned into practice. Once you've done that, all that is left is to try it in your business immediately and see the change. And that's it. Also, as we're all about maximum result, if you feel you need further understanding, specific advice or creativity, a kick up the bum or positive reinforcement, then we will also offer one-to-one phone coaching too. One-to-one phone coaching will accelerate your development even further. So our e-coaching is a simple and highly effective program to develop your skills and get more time and more income for your business. What is it worth to you to grow your business? Well, it is always worth more than the cost of our program. That we know for certain. So to take the trial, you can go to www.freegreenbeans.com.